You ever have one of those nights where you're lying in bed, staring at the ceiling, and you suddenly realize, damn, I'm living the same day on repeat. Not because you're lazy, not because you don't care, but because somewhere along the way, you stopped feeling like the main character in your own story. Today, I want to talk about that. Not in a motivational poster way, but in a real, honest way. I've been there too kind of way. Look, I'm not here to preach. I'm not here to tell you that waking up at 5 a.m. magically fixes your life. Or that you need a 47-step morning routine made by a guy who hasn't felt an emotion since 2015. I'm just here to share the stuff I've learned the hard way. The psychology, the philosophy, the small habits that actually matter, and the mistakes that kept me stuck way longer than I'd like to admit. So let's get into it. 1. The quiet feeling that you're behind. Most guys don't talk about this, but almost every man in his 20s feels like he's behind. Behind in confidence, behind financially, behind socially, behind in discipline. And the crazy part, no one told us what we're supposed to be ahead of. Just carry this invisible scoreboard around like someone's judging us. Here's the truth. I wish I learned years ago. You're not behind. You're just comparing your raw footage to someone else's highlight reel. One of my biggest weaknesses was this constant pressure to catch up. It made me rush everything, rush my progress, rush my goals, even rush my sense of identity. And when you rush identity, you create a version of yourself that looks good on the outside, but collapses the second life gets heavy. 2. The mask problem and why many men feel disconnected. Let me share something personal. For years, I wore this "I've got everything figured out" mask. I thought confidence meant never showing vulnerability, never admitting that I was confused, lonely, overwhelmed. But here's what psychology actually tells us. When you hide your real struggles, your brain starts to treat your fake identity as a threat. And the more effort you put into protecting the mask, the weaker the real you becomes. That's why so many men feel disconnected from themselves. It's not because we're broken, it's because we're pretending. Real transformation doesn't happen when you build a new mask. It happens when you stop hiding from the messy parts of your life. Why self-improvement has become so confusing. Here's a hot take. Self-improvement is way harder than it needs to be because most advice is built for content, not real life.